Is there any chance that the IRS is going to be downsized and tax forms and reporting made easier?
Actually, yes, I think there is. I don't know what form it's going to take, but there's a big push on the Senate side with this so-called Gang of Six that they have. You know, the 6 senators, bipartisan, that are looking at that and looking at the commission report that the president had, his depth, that commission report that they came out with, and have some proposals for that. And the Ryan budget proposes some massive simplification of the tax code, and the tax code's an interesting thing because
if you can understand it.
Yeah, well, let me give you an example why it's difficult for political people. Now, I'm not talking about myself. I've only been there 4 months, but historically, why it's difficult to simplify the tax code and get rid of so-called loopholes and decrease the number of tax deductions. Because you say that's fine. What's the ones that cost us the most money? It's the home mortgage deduction for having a home. It's the home mortgage deduction. I mean, if you look at it purely from a financial standpoint about something that is directing, and I don't anybody say that I'm for that, because I'm not. I'm just giving an example. Because that could happen. What I'm saying, I'm giving an example why things are difficult to change, because that does direct economic activity through the tax code, and it's probably the most expensive deduction there. But there's just no way that politically that will be rescinded. It's not going to happen. Child tax credits. I have 4 children. Anyone in this room that doesn't have any children, they're not benefiting from the tax code. I am. But from a practical matter, that shouldn't be taken. It's not going to be taken away, and probably shouldn't be. And so everything my point is those are the 2 big ones. But if you look down the line at every part of the deductions in the tax code, every one of them affects somebody. And those people that they find out it's going to affect them, they raise a ruckus, and the politicians go, okay, well, we won't take that away. And that's the hard part. That's why we need a bipartisan consensus tax plan that political people can tell the American people honestly that this is what we have to do with our tax code, and take the political hits as they may come. But right now there's a pretty big push on the Senate side and some on the House side to do that.
Sir?
Yeah.